When you think of immense, almost mythical wealth, a few names might come to mind. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, the Rothschilds. But there's a dynasty whose fortune dwarfs them all, and they rarely make headlines in the West. We're talking about Saudi Arabia's royal family, the House of Saud. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're uncovering a fortune so massive, it makes billionaire tech CEOs look like small players. We're talking about the $1.4 trillion fortune of Saudi Arabia's royal family, the House of Saud. From secret gold palaces to futuristic cities rising in the desert, this video will reveal how their wealth works, where it flows, and the power it buys across the globe. So before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our deep dives into the world's most powerful elites. Their estimated $1.4 trillion fortune isn't just jaw-dropping, it's reshaping the world's political, financial, and luxury landscapes. This is the truth about where that money comes from, how it's spent, and why the House of Saud remains one of the most powerful and enigmatic families on earth. 1. The origins of oil wealth. The foundation of Saudi Arabia's royal fortune lies beneath the sand, in oil. When vast reserves were discovered in the 1930s, the country was still relatively poor and tribal. Fast forward to 2025, and Saudi Arabia now controls 16% of the world's proven oil reserves and owns Aramco, the world's most valuable company. Unlike in Western nations, where oil companies are privately or publicly held, in Saudi Arabia, the ruling family owns the resource. That's the key difference. The House of Saud is not just rich, they are the state. Profits from Aramco and other state enterprises flow through royal channels, giving the family almost unmatched financial control. 2. Who actually holds the wealth? The House of Saud isn't a typical royal family. It consists of over 15,000 members, though wealth and power are concentrated among the top 2,000. Within this elite circle, certain individuals control tens of billions. King Salman bin Abdulaziz, the current monarch, has a net worth reportedly exceeding $20 billion. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, the de facto ruler, is estimated to control at least $25 billion personally, and unofficially directs hundreds of billions via sovereign wealth funds. The real treasure chest is the Public Investment Fund, PIF, worth over $700 billion, and used to finance global investments from Neom to Uber, Disney, and Newcastle United Football Club. The PIF is technically a state entity, but in Saudi Arabia's monarchy, the lines between state and royal family blur. 3. Palaces, jets, and gold toilets. How the fortune is spent. While not all Saudi royals live like kings, the inner circle lives in extreme opulence. Palaces. The family controls over 50 royal residences, from the famed Al Yamama Palace in Riyadh to luxurious desert fortresses. These are not just homes, they are cities within cities, with private hospitals, spas, and military-grade security. Superyachts. Crown Prince MBS owns the Serene, a $500 million superyacht that once belonged to Russian oligarch Yuri Shefler. Private jets. The fleet includes custom Boeing 747s with gold-plated interiors, cinemas, and private suites. Luxury spending. One prince was famously caught in Paris spending $30 million on a single shopping spree, and another reportedly had a solid gold tissue holder in his Rolls-Royce. 4. Power beyond oil. Global influence through wealth. Saudi Arabia's royal fortune isn't just for luxury, it's used as a geopolitical weapon. The PIF is a vehicle for soft power around the globe, investments in Silicon Valley, owning stakes in Uber, Lucid Motors, and Meta. Major shares in entertainment, stakes in Live Nation, Activision Blizzard, and Disney. Sports washing, funding events like Formula One in Jeddah, Live Golf, and buying Premier League football clubs. This financial clout gives Saudi royals global leverage. When they invest in a Western company or host a global event, they reshape how the world views the kingdom, shifting the narrative from human rights criticisms to luxury, innovation, and influence. 5. Neom and the vision of a futuristic kingdom. One of the most ambitious uses of the Saudi fortune is Neom, a planned $500 billion smart city rising in the desert. Promoted as a utopia of AI, green energy, and hyper-modern living, Neom represents MBS's desire to future-proof the Saudi economy. This project includes The Line, a 170-kilometer-long linear city with no cars. Oxagon, a floating industrial hub. Trojena, a futuristic ski resort in the desert mountains. Neom isn't just real estate, it's a branding tool, funded by Saudi billions, to attract global talent, tech, and tourism. 6. The royal family's secret holdings. Aside from Aramco and the PIF, Saudi royals have vast private wealth scattered across the globe. London real estate, from Knightsbridge mansions to Mayfair penthouses. Art collections. The most expensive painting ever sold, Da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, was purchased by a Saudi prince for $450 million. Swiss bank accounts and shell companies, used to discreetly manage global wealth. Financial transparency is minimal. Because the royal family controls the state, there is no public audit of royal spending, making it one of the most secretive fortunes in the world. 7. How do they keep it all? Unlike elected officials or constitutional monarchies, the House of Saud rules absolutely. There's no parliament to question their spending, no press freedom to investigate them, and no opposition parties to hold them accountable. Their wealth is protected by absolute monarchy laws. A powerful internal security force. Oil-backed diplomacy. Few countries are willing to challenge Saudi Arabia's domestic policies. When dissent rises, it's swiftly handled. In 2017, Crown Prince MBS detained dozens of royal cousins and business tycoons in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel during an anti-corruption purge, and extracted billions in settlements. 8. The cost of power. But the royal fortune isn't without controversy. Human rights organizations, exiled dissidents, and investigative journalists have exposed abuses tied to royal privilege, including labor exploitation, crackdowns on protest, and censorship. The fortune that fuels global influence also intensifies domestic inequality. Wealth, power, and the future of a kingdom. The truth about Saudi Arabia's $1.4 trillion royal fortune is that it's more than just numbers, it's a complex web of oil, power, tradition, and ambition. The House of Saud is not just a royal family, it's a ruling corporation, a dynasty of immense power with wealth spread across continents. They've bought influence, reshaped global markets, and rebranded their image, all while keeping a tight grip on the domestic throne. As the world watches Saudi Arabia's next chapter, through Vision 2030 and beyond, one thing is clear: this is no ordinary fortune. It's a kingdom built on oil, ruled with absolute power, and designed to last. And there you have it, the jaw-dropping truth behind Saudi Arabia's $1.4 trillion royal empire. It's not just about oil or luxury, it's a carefully built system of influence, secrecy, and control that spans continents. If you enjoyed this look into the hidden power behind the palace gates, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more untold stories from inside the world's richest dynasties. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.